Best tools you were ever given your hands. Right, so done my repairs. Welcome back, by the way. Done my repairs, filled that in. I'm gonna find a couple other little bits and pieces, I'm sure, but I'm now polishing where I've just flatted the moulds down, so tidying that up, and then they're all gonna need polished because where we scrape, where all the paint's stuck, all that sort of left little marks, so I'm just gonna polish the full things and get all those out. Right, so I've done my little repair on there. I've got a scratch on there with taking the paint off, so I'll give the polisher a quick run over. A little edge up there as well. It's a bit different to the mixes I was making a few months ago. I don't expect to get a perfect finish in there, it's really awkward. I'm just trying to fill the rough bits of the cavity that was created by the bubble. So again, that's another area that's guaranteed going to need a little bit of work when it comes out of the mould. Best tools you were ever given your hands. In fact, I was going to show you something. A video that at the minute hasn't been uploaded yet. It's sitting, I think it's the next one. I was talking about my tattoo, the 1X1 and the 1X1 on my headphones. And I said I'd explain to you when I was at the garage what it's about. So my dad was a plumber, his dad was a plumber, and his dad was a plumber. So I'm from 3 generations of plumbers. And what they used to do, they passed this down through the generations. When you're on a building site and there's electricians and plumbers and joiners and builders and all that sort of stuff, tools go missing. So what they used to do was get a hacksaw and cut 1X1 into all the tools. So that's my spanner kind of thing, you know what I mean? It helped identify what was theirs. I sort of took that on as well. Now, the reason I wanted to explain it at the garage was because, spin you around, some of Jonathan's tools, like the welder and the engine hoist over there, was from my garage. So, look down there, I'd engraved 1X1 on my tools as well. So it's funny, when I was a kid, I grew up in my dad's shed pretty much, and I seen that everywhere, and I'm still seeing it on tools now. I've just had a look on the engine hoist, I can't find one, but probably is on there. So when my dad died, I just done that myself, because my hands are my tools. I was thinking about this as well, Jonathan. When I do get over to the new unit, I'm gonna mark all the tools there. But yeah, so that's where the 1X1 came from. That's why it's there. That's why it's on the tools. So it was a sort of inherited, not a trademark, I don't know what you'd call it. Not a trademark though, an inherited stamp, as it were. That's what the 1X1's about. The tattoo's more of a memorial thing, but like I say, my hands are my tools, so you can see in there where it's just under that side, so that's just starting to go off now. That's going to be a really tricky bit to sand though, because it's showing at a different angle. It's a recess, so I'm not expecting anything amazing there. I'll do what I can, but yeah, definitely an awkward one. That's the ECU for Fabio's car. Jonathan's favourite type of ECU. Your favourite brand?
Yep.
How long you been working with DTA?
97 I got my first DTA on my kit car. It was the only one that would run it.
So he's done a few of these now. So that's literally only took you maybe an hour and a half
Something like that.
to
A little bit longer.
pin up all them plugs. So it's a DTA that's gone in my Datsun, but not the same one. What's mine? That's a T12.
Just a T4 I think we were going to put on yours. You could always upgrade it, like. But they'll do the 4-cylinder turbo stuff, no bother. This is obviously a 6-cylinder with variable cam, so
So how much is one of them then?
what were they? 16 something with I think they were.
It's the gearbox control, isn't it? That's why we had to go with these ones.
Yeah, there's that and the cam control as well, because the 4 wouldn't do the cam control. You'd have to have had an 8 minimum to do the cam control. But it's a lot easier with the 12 because you've got all the extra outputs in.
So I got a bit bored with the polishing and let the polish dry a little bit. And, I'll probably give that a quick polish off before I bolt it back together. But I just thought I'd have a go at scanning this console area because we're putting the digital dash in. I'm not too sure how we're going to do this, but it does sit in there. I don't know whether we're going to use the old surround or whether we're just going to print a full surround. I don't know. Actually, I might get the full surround. I'll get the surround and scan that as well, but I'm just going to scan this if I can. If I can get at it. If it can see it. I don't know whether it will, to be fair. I'll try it in far mode. Might be better. I can see it a lot better there. It's still tricky though. Yeah, it's picking up edges just. It's picking up all the wires. But I don't think it's going to give us a good scan. Right, I'm going to have a go at see if I can find the actual clocks around and see if we can scan that instead. So it can't go any lower than that because that's where the steering column meets it. So it's in, but I need to have a look, see what sort of clearance I've got at the bottom because I think that might be hitting the steering column, so we might have to go higher anyway. Right, I'm not too sure how well you can see this because the tripod's too high, but when I put that in there I've got, like, there's a shroud there that sits on the steering column, so if the steering column's not all the way down and not, I mean I could cut that back, no bother, that'll trim back. It essentially wants to be about there. Take them corners off a bit and get it a little bit higher. I think that bottom bit's gonna have to come off as well so that I can see the full screen as well. Yes, it doesn't matter if that bit goes missing, the bit that's on the column. If I've got it all the way down, which I probably won't do. I need this, by the way that's looking, and now I'm going to be looking at it, I need this in as low as possible. Yes, if the screen's at the top, that's not affecting it, that though. Putting that up isn't bothering it, so that bit must be going in behind the dash. So, take it off, give you a bit of look. So obviously those bits will be getting fiberglassed in. There's buttons on the side, so you need to be able to get at them, so I'll have to have like a finger recess for that. But really that's not too bad. Height's alright at the top. This area here has got a row of lights in it, so you can't see them, but when it's lit up there's like your gear shift light, you know, it goes green, orange, red. And then this is obviously all the screen, and there's lights up here and there's lights up here. There's nothing at the bottom, so that bit at the bottom doesn't matter too much, but at the same time, yeah, so I'm probably going to come up round that corner off, straight across. Do I even need that bit? I don't actually need that bit. I can take that bit right off, so I'll be able to still see the bottom of the dash, and the bottom of the dash isn't going to hit the column. But literally where that's sitting now, on that bottom edge, I can just cut that off straight across there. That went a lot better than what I expected, so I just need to cut that off there and there. It's sitting in square, and then it's just a case of creating some shape in there, and then that clock will just click in and click back out again. I might make a bit of a sun shield over the top of it. There's plenty of hand room so it won't get in the way. So yeah, that's what the clocks are going to look like when they're in. Right, so I'm just going to give these a quick wipe down on the areas that matter. It's nice polish, that. Comes off as easy as it goes on. It's one piece. Already done that bit. That's the jigger. I'm not tightening those up as such, I just need to sort of drill the cells into the holes because they're quite tight. Some of them are slightly out of line as well, mind you, so right, that's us done for the day. About 7:30, 22:08, I think Jonathan just said. I've been putting bolts in for 3 hours. So that time lapse that you've just watched was 3 hours worth of putting them bolts in. And they're still not all done. There's still the bottom sections and the return faces to do, but that's me till Sunday now, it's Thursday. So couple of days at work and then back here on Sunday. Are you here on Sunday, Jonathan? And don't forget, in the burnout video that I've just posted, 1,000 subscribers and Jonathan's going to do a burnout, a proper one. Right, so thanks for watching, subscribing, pressing buttons, all that good stuff, and we'll see you for Sunday service.
Several hours later.
So it is several hours later and I am back at the garage. These have been home, but they've been at it all day. Time is it now? It's about 6 o'clock, isn't it? Yeah, so like they've had a full day on this, and problems after problems, stuff with the electronic throttle, sensors. Can you hear it winding down? Oh, stop. Flying banana. Right, so it didn't start and it sounds like they need sensors. I won't bother Fabio because he's feeling a bit down. He's not crying or anything, but he's not in the best of moods at the minute. So right, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, subscribing, pressing buttons and sharing and all that good stuff, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.